I've been looking at the playoff results. For example, Toronto and Washington, it's totally been a home court series. There's been 5 games. Each game has been won by the home team. 4 of the favorites have covered. 4 of the games are covered by the favorite, and one by the underdog. And that was a Washington when they were a 1.5 point dog. So if you bet all the home teams, favorite or dog, you'd be 5-0. As far as the totals are concerned, the 3 overs, 2 unders. In the Boston-Milwaukee series, again, all the home teams have won. And 4 favorites and 1 underdog have covered. 4 of the 5 games have gone over. Of course, Philadelphia beat Miami 4-1. Then Cleveland, Indiana. It's been a mixed bag. Indiana won the first game on the road. Cleveland won game 4 on the road. The rest of the games were won by the home team. 3 dogs, 2 favorites in that one. Houston beat Minnesota in 5 games. And only 1 road team won straight up, and that was Houston at Minnesota when they won that game 119-100. So that would be 3 favorites, 2 dogs. And the over and unders, it was 3 overs, 2 unders. Golden State beat the Warriors. Golden State beat San Antonio 4-1. Golden State won the first 3 games, lost game 4 on the road, and then won game 5 at home. Did not cover that game. There were 3 favorites covered and 2 underdogs. 3 unders, 2 overs in that series. Portland, New Orleans. New Orleans swept that series 4-0. And favorites and underdogs were split. 2 overs, 2 unders as well. Oklahoma City, Utah. Oklahoma City won 1 game, game 1 at home, and then they won the game 5 at home, coming back from 25-point deficit to win the game by 8 and cover the spread. So there's been 4 favorites and 1 underdog in that series. 3 overs, 2 unders. Now we're going to move on to round 2. And in round 2, the first series that we know the results or the setup is the Pelicans will be visiting the Warriors. The Warriors will be without Stephen Curry for a while yet. We don't know when he'll be back. He is practicing, but Steve Kerr had said, not sure when he's going to be on the floor. Davis and Drew Holiday had a great series against Portland, but they're stepping up in class here quite a bit. Not that Portland is a bad team, it's just that they're not in the class that the Warriors have. But this is a pretty good New Orleans team, and the last time that Davis went up against them, they got swept, so there's going to be a lot of motivation on the Pelican side here. The game opened 8 or 9 in that range, and it's been down to 7.5, 8 since then, and the total in the game went from 224 to 222.5. So there's been a little bit of money on the under and money on the dog so far. I expect there's going to be a little bit more closer games as we move forward into round 2. Obviously, the teams have been playing hard. They're playing to win. They're not rotating players to save them like they do in the regular season. So what we have here is we have teams going all out. And the teams will be getting better as you go down the sliding board here to the semifinals and finals. So I'm pretty excited about round 2 coming up. And it comes down to, we don't talk a lot about it, but there are differences in coaching. The teams that have the younger players with the younger coach that doesn't have a lot of playoff head coaching experience, they make mistakes. For example, the other night when LeBron hit the game-winning shot, Indiana had a timeout to take, and they didn't take it. They could have easily prevented that shot from ever getting off. The NBA has already admitted that there was a missed call on LeBron earlier when he blocked the shot. It was actually goaltending. They didn't call that, which set up the opportunity for him to hit that shot. So there were some mistakes along the way, the refs and the head coach for Indiana. So those kind of things happen, and when you're looking at these games, you might want to consider the head coach and their experience at this level. Now, granted, as we get into round 2, they've already gone through round 1. They're more experienced now than they were. So those things will change, and some people grow faster than others.